The New Orleans Saints are now on the clock. It's the Dallas Cowboys now on the clock. The Jaguars are on the clock now. On the clock now, the Dallas Cowboys. On the clock now, the New Orleans Saints. It's the Cowboys now on the clock. The New England Patriots are now on the clock. The Dallas Cowboys are now on the clock.
It's week 1 of the National Football League, where we'll see teams who have been division rivals since 1961. It's the Eagles and the Cowboys on Thursday night.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Tonight we are back to football. It's the Thursday opener for 2024, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Dallas Cowboys. The wait is finally over. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis here on the start of a new NFL season, and we kick it off with a bang on Thursday night.
What's interesting about these Thursday night games is oftentimes we hear people say, is it really fair for players to play on Thursday night? But what did we hear from both of these teams going into this one? How excited they were to have the spotlight on the teams, their franchises, the rest of the league watching them go at it.
With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 8. Play action. Stroud now. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Running with Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for, but it's going to be 2nd down. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Here's Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Flushed out right. Right, he finds Tolbert. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The end result, 21 yards. Throwing now is Stroud. It'll buy some time right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. George Pickens from 13 yards out. And the Cowboys are on the board here first in the season opener. Now Mike McCarthy going to decide to go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Well, they had that great, long, methodical drive to put in the end zone. Then they tried to bite off a little more and get 8 points. Instead, they're sitting at 6.
But didn't that feel like a decision that they made on Tuesday?
Yeah. Well, you usually say that's what they do, right?
Right. That's the best one. The best ones do that. They take the emotion out of it. That felt like that was scripted. The opening drive, we're going to go for 2 and try and really gain an advantage.
Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The 2nd-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards for number 11.
I know some guys, they love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option. I think that this was the smarter play.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 67 yards. And the Eagles strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good, so they go the conservative route instead, and it gets them a 7-6 lead here in the opening quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
19 tight, 19 tight. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Warriors 17, check it.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. Big strides, look at him go. Down inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big play that time on the catch and run. 37 yards. Now Elliott. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Stroud looking to throw. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. George Kittle from 3 yards out. And the Cowboys have regained the lead. The Cowboys offense, it'll stay out there as they'll go for 2. Now Stroud. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you've got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Bird sets up to throw it. Being chased out left. Now he's loose at the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. We know he's got the arm, but watch out for those wheels.
Kind of harkens back to guys that used to call the scrambler and the dodger. This guy can make it work with his legs.
Field opened up. He took advantage. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack it. 6. Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. They run out of the gun with Swift. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Throwing is Hurts. Towards the end zone for Brown. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Eagles have taken the lead. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the
It's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up.
There he goes, right side. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Cowboys. George Pickens, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cowboys have yet again retaken the lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And bulldozing his way through. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Eagles offense and A.J. Brown headed back out there, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but his shredding defense is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
So he stopped for no gain, and that'll make it second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Returnable here from the 38. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. We always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. They'll roll him out right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Stroud. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Stroud working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! George Kittle, already And the Cowboys are able to stretch out their lead. Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. And he's got it. So the try for... It's full. And that bumps their lead up even further. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. Well, one of the linebackers has got it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. They'll start by running the option to the right. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. Stroud off the play fake. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Eluding the pressure right. Be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Stroud now on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. But first down, Hurts. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Credit the sack to Leighton Vander Esch. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Hurts. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marquise Bell. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On the bootleg, Stroud rolling to his right. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. We knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
Sliding out of the pocket. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. 4th down, Stroud going to try to throw for it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And Stroud now to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. And he is into the end zone, so they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. Taking it right down Broadway. Still going inside the 30. And he takes it the distance. No time remaining.
No cloth on the field.
Yeah, no flags, and it's a kickoff return to end the first half. Elliott good with a PAT, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, good to get another season underway. We'll get back to you guys for the second half of the season opener. But first, let's take a look at what's still to come here in the opening weekend of the NFL season. In the 1 o'clock games, one that immediately catches the eye is in our nation's capital, a big test for the Washington Commanders, as they'll have to contend with the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. In the late afternoon games, the place to be might very well be Denver, Colorado, where it'll be the Broncos taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. And finally, Monday Night Football. They've got a good one lined up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Bucks. We just watched a very good first half out of the Ohio State man, C.J. Stroud. He had it going right away. 2 touchdown passes in the first quarter, 2 more in the second. 4 touchdown passes all told. And he's likely not done yet.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. As we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Wide receiver A.J. Brown. You see he and the rest of his mates returning to the field here. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Barrett. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Swift going to try up the middle. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a toss for Swift left side. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. The 2nd down play not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. He'll look to throw. Gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
First down, Eagles.
Now Hurts going to keep it running left. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Elliott good on the extra point, and this is back to an 8-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. A solid return, pretty good field position. He'll start at the 32. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
Stroud has taken in by his big tight end. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
That's good for our Cowboys. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On first down, here's Stroud. Got an open man, it's Pickens. And he's taken down inside the 30. And now they're in the hurry up. First down carry by Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Now hold everything because we got an injury, and it's a notable one. Ezekiel Elliott in some discomfort following that last play. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
He was brought down by Josh Sweat. It's a gain of 3.
Play action. Here's Stroud. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here's Vaughn. They'll run for it. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down. It'll wind up being a gain of 5 there on 4th and 2. Now Stroud. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Well, the Cowboys are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Vaughn. Is in. Touchdown, Dallas.
Of a statement drive. Here in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line. And here, they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101? Check that box.
The Cowboys offense, it'll stay out there as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Second down, here's Hurts. And he will go down, a Cowboys sack. Mozzie Smith, he fought through to record the sack. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Hurts sets up to throw it. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Again on 2nd down, it's Stroud. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Let's go now.
Here's 2nd. Up the middle, it's Vaughn. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
That's a gain of 3.
Stroud on 3rd down now. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And this is caught, but they say McCarthy pretty decisive. He brings out that red challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. Touchdown! Philadelphia. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Eagles get a bit closer. Hurts will throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. George Kittle with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Cowboys are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule. Looking at Week 1, oh good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in Week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he will be out of bounds. A good yardage there, and he'll get a second to catch his breath as it leads us right into the 2-minute warning. On 1st down, Hurts. And this one complete to Smith. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Hurts. And his throw is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing is Hurts. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Okay, so roughing the passer, and I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see Week 1 is your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, are you on target.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Another try after the 1st down sack. Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their...
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big... So they called it... And this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also get... hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
2nd and 10, Stroud to throw yet again here. Here's one deep for Pickens. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. Play action. Stroud now. He's got this to Pickens. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That 1st down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review, and this being inside 2 minutes of play. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On the bootleg, Stroud. That's going to be caught. George Kittle, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Cowboys tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter. Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Cowboys come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, this was not just the open.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And the spotlight is on George Kittle. He was a walking highlight reel last week with a 4-touchdown game. It's the Cowboys and the Jags, and it's coming up next.
With its distinctive swimming pools in the upper deck, there's a look inside Everbank Stadium here in Duval County, Florida. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They come in off a loss in the season opener, which doubled as the home opener.
And when you lose that way, at home, season opener, it almost feels like 2 losses. So it's a big fight to get yourselves ready to go to play the next week.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory lap, they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that 2nd win in a row.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. At a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
We talk so much about how coaches script things, especially on offense, to start a season, to start a game, whatever it is. Could they have scripted a better start in terms of playing? Offensive Player of the Week in the NFC, and his team won their season opener.
Absolutely. Perfect start to the year, but all the talk was, hey, that was week 1. Now we got to move forward.
Let's do it again in week 2. That's what he's told his teammates. Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield. But they never did.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Stroud. Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. Stroud now on 4th down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as he'll wind up getting 7 there on 4th and 3. Stroud looking to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Cowboys 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1. And they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take a little extra confidence with them when they head out on the road.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Inside give to Elliott. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. This 2nd and 4. Here's Stroud. And his throw is going to be incomplete. George Pickens, his intended receiver there. And it's 3rd and 4. You look at this Jaguar defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league. Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. So here are the Jaguars in great field position already. They're led by the number 1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test his secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. The numbers on the ground for Etienne last week. 16 carries, 65 yards.
It's a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up fourth down. Doug Peterson going to roll the dice here. They will go for it on fourth down. Fourth down. Here's Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot. And they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on fourth down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Second down in the yard. Now Stroud. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Up the middle. Here's Elliott. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Hold everything because we got an injury, and it's a notable one. Ezekiel Elliott in some discomfort following that last play. Now to change things up, Stroud will throw it. And his throw here is incomplete. George Pickens the intended target, but now it'll be third down. You look at this Jaguar defense. They're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defense coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. George Pickens, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. They'll try and throw for it. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. So they're able to throw it in for the two-point conversion. And sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. And last time they were stopped on fourth down. Had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on fourth down. Do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves. Let's get back out there and move the ball again.
And is it different when you get stopped on fourth versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a fourth down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a fourth down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 40-yard line.
And Bigsby once more. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
No gain on the play. Leads to 3rd and 11.
One quarter down, 8-0 the score.
Jaguars nothing.
Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Lawrence. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Logan Cook to punt for Jacksonville. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys. Take it at about the 16. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They were victorious a week ago over Philadelphia. They lead here as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground here with Vaughn. He tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. On second down, it's Vaughn. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And he is caught. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Stroud off the play fake. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Stroud sets up the play action. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22. Again, it's Stroud. And it's caught on the deflection. And this is going to be a touchdown. Well, this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Powering his way forward.
Oh, that's sweet.
What an effort. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Able to slither by. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Lawrence will throw. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They need 12 here. It's third down. Now Lawrence to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Mozzie Smith coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Stroud. They'll roll him out right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. 2nd and 10. Here's Stroud. Escaping the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Stroud on 3rd down now. He's got his target. That's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. Stroud working out of the gun. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Stroud to throw it. And this one's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. Rolling to his right. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Stroud will look to throw once more. They'll set up the screen to Vaughn. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Play action. Stroud now. Sliding out of the pocket. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. On 2nd down, it's Stroud. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let it just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now here's Stroud. And it's caught. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
4th down. Stroud going to try to throw for it.
Touchdown, Cowboys! George Kittle with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's caught at the 2.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more. And now off to the races, down the right side.
touchdown, Jaguars. It's an 89-yard kick return. And the Jaguars are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. That is good, and that'll make it 20-7. And no doubt one of the most, if not the most exciting play we'll see in this game. The kick return all the way to the end zone for 6 points. Once again, after the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And the Cowboys going to go on offense one final time in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
Well, they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
And Stroud now to throw.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Stroud. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
4th down. Here's Stroud. He's got a full head of steam. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down, and he'll have it by plenty as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll begin out in Houston, and it's the Eagles who are out in front. A.J. Brown, a touchdown catch from Jalen Hurts. From there, we'll head up to Indy to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. A couple of touchdown strikes there from Justin Fields. Lastly, let's check in on our nation's capital to see what's happening with the Washington Commanders at home at FedEx Field. And that game all tied up as they host the visiting Giants. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward. Final preparations being made for the second half, both in terms of game plan and also hydration, because humidity is really going to catch up to these guys, no doubt. And for the call of the second half, we go back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for 3.
The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Now Lawrence. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit. A couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Jones.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
They'll run with ETN. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Another tote for ETN.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville. On the draw, here's Lawrence.
It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now Lawrence.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Throwing, completing, quick to Calvin Ridley.
A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration.
So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here's Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, 34 yards.
And the Jaguars are back within a score.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the 2nd half.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud.
He'll buy some time right. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. And quickly they get to the line.
Stroud sets up the play action.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe starting to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Stroud off the play fake.
On the move to his left. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Stroud now on 2nd down.
Flushed out right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Running behind center with Vaughn.
And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25.
Stroud now on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Play action. Here's Stroud.
Eluding the pressure. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
C.J. Stroud.
A 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Cowboys are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
They're going to try and run. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that's complete ETN out of the backfield.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire deep.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So the ball change. Interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Meanwhile, Stroud's throw into the hands of Pickens.
And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Throwing now is Stroud.
Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And out across midfield down to the 45.
A gain of 21 yards.
On 1st down, here's Stroud.
That's caught once again by Gallup. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
A gain of 27 on the play. And the Cowboy 1st down.
1st and 10, it's Stroud.
Touchdown!
George Pickens
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Cowboys are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
The Cowboys offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion.
And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10.
At the 20. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big, they just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
C.J. Stroud sacked. A loss of 5 yards.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Out of the gun, it's a give to Vaughn.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And they're going to speed things up here.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Jake Ferguson.
His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Cowboys take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Screenplay. Here's ETN.
And some room to maneuver. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
For a Jaguars. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now Lawrence on first down. And they'll try and set up the screen to ETN.
Takes this to the 45. Got a little space after that nice move.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Again, it's Lawrence.
Completes it to Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Jaguars! Evan Ingram with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jaguars are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 19-point ball game.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
Well, CD, this is the ideal situation in the fourth quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock, with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
Staying on the ground with Vaughn. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of 7.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top
It's Madden NFL 24, and we've got C.J. Stroud. You can't ask for much more than his last game, a 5-touchdown effort. It's the Cowboys and the Buccaneers. All that and more coming up next.
DA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gautin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. It's been a great start to the season, back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindset. Usually leads to a really well-played game.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
We're not even a quarter way into the season. He's already off to a pretty nice start. NFC Offensive Player of the Week in last week's game.
Yeah, week 2, he was electric. Let's see what week 3 has in store. They start on the ground with Elliott. To about the 33-yard line. 2nd and 6.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
They go to Elliott again. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one 28 yards on the ground.
What I continually hear from running backs and offensive linemen is how often they're actually getting together to watch film so they can get in sync with each other, understand blocking patterns better, how a running back likes to cut, what he wants to do. And boy, it all came together on that one.
That's one where they watch it and say, hey, we did everything we were supposed to do right there.
That looked like the play we drew up and designed, and then we got to see it unfold in real time.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
They'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. The Cowboys at 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Now Stroud. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. They'll look to throw, and he will get in to make it 8-0. Interesting. I mean, they're putting their foot on the gas here early, going for 2 to go up 8-0.
Well, after that drive, you have to believe that they thought to themselves, if we can do that, what's another 2 yards? Let's go get those and get 2 points as a result.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And they'll begin by running the option. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. On play action, Mariota. A quick throw there is incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer 1st down. Play fake. Mariota. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they're going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. That'll bring up 2nd down.
You look at this defense for Tampa Bay.
We know they're going to be tough to throw on top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10.
They'll roll him out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Stroud off the play fake.
Rolling to his left. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up
Running with Elliott. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Ezekiel Elliott not able to get it past the marker. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They start the drive with White. And down he'll go at the 25.
The numbers for White a week ago.
16 carries, 78 yards, and a touchdown.
And those numbers have both he and his blockers motivated this week. They saw that yardage total climbing, but stopped short of 100. Every one of them has to be driven this week to help them reach the century mark.
And this is going to be a Bucs 1st down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
Holding. Offense.
And they get Tristan Wirfs, first-round pick in 2020. Now Walker. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 9 yards that time. First down, Walker. And this is incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
On second down, they'll run with White. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move was there, but didn't buy him a whole lot. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a third down coming up. Working out of the gun here, Walker. Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. To throw is Walker. And a catch right side by Evans. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. Here's Walker. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Walker. Here's White. They set up the screen. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check-down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep and you catch him close to the spot.
Walker from the gun on third down. And that is incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with fourth down. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and that will keep the lead at 8.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. They'll start the drive with Elliott. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. George Kittle, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Mike McCarthy saying, let's go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Tough there, good pass, hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
7 yards there and a first down. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Clock running, the Bucs trying to go quickly and get set.
And Walker now to throw on first down. He'll get that out to the flat to White.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down now, but that clock rolling.
To throw is Walker. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. First and 10, it's Stroud. Here's one deep for Pickens.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Stroud to throw it.
And that's Elliott, complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Stroud now on 3rd and 2. He's got his target. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. George Kittle as the first half is winding down.
And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime.
They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. And it's so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There the offense with, and he's free going down the
left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Walker. This is caught by Evans. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And his kick is good. And the deficit falls under 20 now. It's a 19-point game. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room. Yeah, and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports halftime report. Time for a look around the NFL here in week 3 of the new year. We'll begin up in the Steel City, Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh. And that game tied at 7 in the second quarter. We'll stay in the NFC North as we head over to the Motor City to check on the Lions at home in Detroit. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting 49ers who are out in front. Brock Purdy with 3 touchdown passes. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. And they trail the visiting Patriots at halftime. Mac Jones with a couple of touchdown passes. We just watched a very good first half out of the Ohio State man, C.J. Stroud. He threw a first quarter touchdown pass, then 2 more in the second quarter, a 3-touchdown half. And he may just be getting started. Both teams making their final preparations for this second half of action. So with that, let's get you back out to Arlington, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? And he won't quite make it to the 25. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance. And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game. So from the 26-yard line, here's second down and 8. Now Mariota. He completes it right side to White. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way. Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. It's a gain of just a couple there, but it's enough to get him the first.
Check White. Black White.
They run straight ahead here with White. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Mariota to throw it. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And Godwin going to have a Bucs first down as he's across midfield to the 48. Mariota. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Osa Odighizuwa never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now a give up the middle. This is White.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. To throw, Mariota. And that is incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs of getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
So here are the Cowboys to take over.
They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some room to roam now. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
The run by Elliott, a good one on 1st down as he's able to pick up about 6 there. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. 10th carry now for Elliott. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. 3rd and 2. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right.
162 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Now Elliott. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Elliott will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
A 2-yard pickup.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion.
And he will get in to extend the lead by 2 more.
I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
So out come the Bucs now.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would from the football, but that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Mariota.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now it's 3rd and 3. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now in Arlington. The offense on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
2 yards on the pickup.
Stroud sets up the play action.
Rolling to his right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. Inside give to Elliott. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Meeting the tough yards, they run it with their fullback.
And he is going to have the Cowboys first down by a good couple of yards as they end up getting 6 there on 4th and 4.
They'll try the right side with Elliott. And a short gain here down to the 22.
Now 2nd and 9.
Again, it's Elliott. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a third down and 8. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Stroud off the play fake.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
4th down. Here's Stroud. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Touchdown! George. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season.
And the Cowboys are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign.
They'll look to throw, and they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Right? That's true. You've said that before.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Ready? Down.
A first down throw for Mariota.
Complete right side to Otten.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
First down, Buccaneers.
Now Mariota. And just shouting him off there. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Ready?
To throw is Mariota.
Gets it out quick. It's Gage on the slant.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Here's Mariota. Buying time to his left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. From the red zone now, Mariota. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Blue check. Set.
Working out of the gun, Mariota.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Buccaneers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Throwing is Mariota. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Dorrance Armstrong able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Over the middle, it's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how?
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
For the extra point, Cameron Dicker.
Hey, check, Panther.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late 4th quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll set up the screen to Elliott.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Charles, you think about this victory, pretty impressive. They came in facing one of the top defenses in the National Football League. Not only did they get the win, they played a clean football game, didn't have any turnovers against that great defense.
Yeah, it's a terrific observation because you know they emphasize ball security, wanted to avoid making any major mistakes playing against that tough defense.